What has become so expensive that it's not worth buying anymore? Jerky. I'm only just coming to terms with this, but potato chips. Fast food. Netflix, Prime, all the streaming services are too much these days. Frozen dinners. The entire appeal of the product was that you could buy a meal for 2-3. Now that they are 10, you might as well just buy actual food for dinner. Second-hand clothing stores. Some of the things in there I can buy for same price, if not less, for brand new. Concert tickets. Fucking cereal man. Some grade A bullshit. Candy bar 69 cents. I'll grab one from time to time. Full-grown adult. 2.69. LOL what? That's like actual money. For a candy bar? How are they still in business? Concert tickets. It's gotten to be over $100 to sit on the grass, in August, in Houston. Everything. Even the free shit feels expensive with how many ads are being thrown at us from all angles. Potato chips. Gestures broadly. Groceries. Funyuns. Those were my jam. We spent many a good time together. 5.49 for a 6-ounce bag, though, is criminal. I could get almost 2 gallons of refined, dead dinosaur juice for that price. Starbucks. A medium soy latte costs $7 now. Chicken wings. Housing. Just getting a drink at a bar. Does anybody have friends at the Bureau of Labor Statistics? They need to be dialed into these comments to get an update on CPI. Streaming services. I'm ready to just pirate all that shit now. Replacing the windows for your house. Obviously, if you need to replace one, you need to replace one. But there was once a time where replacing your windows for the energy savings over 15 years increase in potential resale price was well worth it. Now, you're looking at 20k, 30k for what? 20 a month savings in energy usage. In a market where there could be a body in the basement which the potential buyer would let you leave so long as they got the house. Jeeps upscale my ass. Soda. I could buy a 12-pack for 2.50, 3.00 back then. Now they are 12. Like fuck that shit. I switched to drinking coffee mixed with chocolate milk now cause of it. Amazon Prime. Less and less services for higher cost and shitty customer support to boot. Cereal. 6 a box, and I think they've been putting less cereal in the boxes. Fucking outrageous. Delivered food, Uber Eats, DoorDash, Grubhub. Who even uses them? Everything. Inflation is killing us poors. Fast food is now almost as pricey as a sit-down meal. Flank steak for a carne asada barbecue. It used to be really inexpensive and you could feed a lot of people if you had a party or a get-together. I remember it being $2.99 a pound. I've seen it as high as $15.99 a pound. No thank you. Lyft, Uber aren't nearly the deal they used to be. Restaurants. Recently went out to eat for the first time in a year and spent $100 for 2 and it wasn't very good. Felt guilty spending almost a day's pay on one meal. Leaving the house. Can't justify it, 50 here, 50 there. Insane. Restaurant food. Tip culture. If you can't afford to tip, you can't afford to eat out. MEOK. Five Guys. Can't walk out with dinner for a family of 4 for less than 70. Wild. This may be a bit weird, I still buy it, but not as much as I used to. I used to buy 2 packs for $2.50, now it's almost $4.50 for 1 pack. Food delivery services like Uber Eats. I literally pay 2x the amount if I get my food delivered vs opting for a pickup. It makes no sense to pay extra amount on each item: taxes, service charges, tips to the drivers. Fuck that, I'd rather go pick up the food myself. I ordered a McFish meal a few days ago and it was nearly $12. Image spending close to $50 for a family of 4 at McDonald's. Movie tickets. Grapes. I saw they were on sale and at the till they were $10 for a bag of grapes. I said to the cashier, please take them back. I can't justify a half hour of work for a bag of freaking grapes. Fresh fruit. Literally fucking everything. Oxtails. Medical care. Acrylic nails. I miss having them, but OMG. Yes to the eating out. I have a family of 5 and it's over 100 if we go out to eat, with the exception of going to Mexican. Which is fine with me because it's delicious and a local small business. I got a 15 order of fajitas last week and got 3 meals out of it, but normally the food is just made out at restaurants and I can make it better myself. Not to mention the service usually isn't so great. Tip culture. No way, I have to tip on everything and be pressured to. LMAO. Disney tickets. Chips and soda. Childcare. A house, and I'm lucky enough to be a homeowner. Housing prices are out of fucking control. Our house has increased over $200k in value since we bought it 6 years ago. That's almost double what we paid for it in 6 years. We couldn't afford to buy our house today. I'm glad that our house has turned out to be such a sound investment, but we didn't buy it to be an investment, we bought it to be our home. Other people deserve homes, too. I don't want to live in a society where 2 hardworking people can't afford a modest home of their own. Restaurants. Just cook it yourself by watching YouTube. Retirement. Potato chips and all bagged crunchy snacks. Going out to dinner. My fiancé and I have just learned to cook because we kept spending $100 on my food. We go out less frequently, but only to really nice places where it's worth it usually. Olive oil. Just why? TV show subscriptions like Netflix. Not a specific thing, but a place. Vegas. The food, drinks, and hotel all got so expensive that it's just not worth it anymore. New cars. Who can afford a $900 car payment? My son's college tuition was 10 times what mine cost. I have a grandson coming up in a few years. Will it be 100 times more than mine? New cars. And used cars. 35 grand for a base model Corolla. 75 grand for an F-150. Who the fuck is buying these things? Salmon. Fast food. Brand new video games. I wait for a sale. I cannot pay $70 for a base game. Sushi rolls. Disney. We just got back. I'm STLLL pissed that kids' chicken tenders and fries was $29.95. I was expecting the ticket prices to be steep, the genie passes to be expensive and to pay through the nose to stay on property, but holy shit, $30 for 3 chicken tenders and some fries? Restaurants. Chips. Soda. Any extra. Fun. Movies at the theater. That ship has sailed for my family. Major movies now are at home within a few months. Even faster if they don't light up the box office. I chose to invest in a kick-ass home theater and I have zero regrets. Bully sticks for dog chews, WT. Fabric. When my daughter was little, I sewed clothes for her myself. Now, fabric is so expensive that it's just cheaper to buy the clothes already made. We need to stop consuming. I know that leads to downsizing and lost jobs, but at some point we have to push back against these shareholders who continue to bleed the middle class dry. I get wanting to make money, but when is enough enough? New vehicles, besides you can't buy them completely stripped down in the US anymore. I want purely mechanical base models to come back. Looks like we are moving towards a computer that drive itself and can't be repaired easily or inexpensively. There is no end to greed and stupidity. Cable TV. Chicken wings. They used to be so cheap and I used to go out for them all the time. Now I just make them at home. I shouldn't be paying $15 for 6-8 wings. Not worth the money. And then you get them and they are overcooked, or the sauce is weak, blah. Fast food. It's literally cheaper to go to my local burger joint and get a burger than it is to go to Wendy's, and the burger is outrageously better. Plus they have beer. Skimmed through all comments, the theme is restaurants, and goods and services from publicly traded companies. Fruit. I'm learning to cook again. Fast food and pre-made food is too expensive. It may surprise some, but for me it's cheese. Manchego, Swiss, sharp-aged cheddar, Parmesan, Brie, Gorgonzola, smoked Gouda, and cream cheese pass my lips in name only. I formerly had a casual affair with cheese. We got together a couple of times a month and we were happy with our easy arrangement. Now I have dreams about my lost love. The breakup is purely financial. Health insurance. Vacations have skyrocketed. Soda. A 12-pack of name brand soda is around $8 now. Plastic storage boxes. Lift tickets, $150 per person if you don't ski more than 5 times a year to make the Icon or Epic Pass worth it. That's after gas, food, lodging, etc. Hulu. Paying for Hulu with no ads. Most things have ads regardless. Getting close to $100 a month. That was the reason I got rid of cable and satellite. Now here we are. DoorDash, Uber Eats, et al. Unbelievable how expensive these services are now. Chicken sandwich curly fries at Jack in the Box $25 before. College degrees overpriced pieces of paper that plunge you into a debt abyss only to emerge underemployed. Better invest in practical skills and stop lining the pockets of institutions profiting off outdated prestige. Avocados. Potato chips. Sporting events. All of them are so expensive even for dustier seats. I'll enjoy it from my comfortable home with any food and beer I choose. Insulin, house, car, food, luxuries. There's something telling when the entirety of responses is effectively food, entertainment, and housing, more or less in that order. College. Seriously, if your parents have a $250K college fund for you, instead of going to school, invest that money. Then go do manual labor for 15 or 20 years, and then retire off that initial investment. Freaking Doritos, they used to be like $3 a bag or $2.5 and now they are $5.99 on their own sick cake. Like everything. Houses. In Australia, potato chips $7 for a bag these days. Anything that is pre-sliced portioned cut. It is like $8 for cut-up cantaloupe. Where I live I can get 3 cantaloupes and just cut them up in 5 minutes for the same price. Anything done for convenience in that way is out in our house. Went with a friend to get 2 pizzas to go and we each had a beer while waiting. 68, plus tip. Fuck that. I made and can some pizza sauce with my last basket of tomatoes I picked the day before. Got a good pizza dough recipe. Best pizza I've had in a long